Hi guys, it's Candace. I know, welcome back. Anyway, I had to work outside the last couple days to be able to rig a tarp onto the coop because, oh my gosh, whoo! I tried to put an 8-foot 2x4 6 feet up in the air. It was quite the chore for one human, but after an hour of failing, then I realized to drill holes and screw screws in there so the board could rest on it. So I finally got that up. And then I had to, get the tarp all everywhere and get it held down because we had one heck of a storm that rolled through yesterday and last night. And we're supposed to get some more tonight and the next 2 days. So, oh my gosh. And anyway, I have one heck of a bruise coming on my, like, collarbone, shoulder area because a 2x4 that I was using to, like, prop up the big one, by the time I propped it up, tried to hold it with my hand to screw it, well, the 2x4 fell and nailed me 2 times. Even though I tried not to, I was like, oh, let me wedge it a little bit more. No, it didn't matter, still got me. So I was like, oh, Lord have mercy. So I luckily for the bad weather, I get a little break from the chicken coop. I know this chicken coop is insane, but anyway, I'm having nightmares about it. It's just entirely too big. I did not need to make it the way that I did, but I did, and so now I got to keep on going. So remember how the other day we made this one sideways and then had the pocket in the back? Well, I thought we did make one. Oh gosh, I've lost it. Oh, one this way. I mean, these are different colors. Can you tell? This is more of a kind of a green gray. This is a blue gray. But I was like, I didn't want them the exact same. So I picked this paper, did the same thing that I did like here, but put the tag in the top instead. So that gave us a whole nother look, which I really like. So, that way we have a couple other options for our grouping. So then when I was cutting this darker blue from the, what is that, 12 by 12 sheet of paper, I ended up with a 4 7/8 by 4 7/8 square, 3 of them. I mean, so now, and then these were my punch outs. So now, instead of wasting, I got to do play with the scraps we have. I'm going to take and make a side tucks out of here. So I want, well, I guess I might have to, I want 3/4 of an inch. But I was out there looking for the chickens, like the ding dong I am. Can't find them, and it's dark. Can't see out there. And I'm like, oh my God, they ran away. We'll do 7/8. And no, they had actually got up inside the little itty bitty chicken coop, the original ones that I got from Amazon, that only one mama fits in the hole, even though Amazon claims 2 large chickens can fit in there. No. So the chickies actually followed her up there this time. I don't know how, because I didn't get to watch. I would have wished I could have watched it, but because before they couldn't walk up that little ladder. But I guess they were smart enough, and Mama said, bad weather's coming. Y'all better get up here. So I spent, oh my gosh, probably an hour extra trying to get this 12 by 19 tarp up there. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm telling you, this thing is a beast. It'll eventually get done, but Lord have mercy. So, but I got it on there, got them screwed down so, it would survive the wind, which it did. I went out there this morning in between the rain breaks. I had to count the chickens, make sure they all survived, which they did. And, because, I let them out of the enclosed pen area, and then they went out to forage in their mud world. But and I'm going to cut them at an angle at 7/8, just so we have our pocket, our side tuck. But yeah, they survived. They did good. The I have to take a picture. We'll have to do a little video and show you, but it's like it's so wet and mud and gross out there. But it survived, and I even looked inside. You know, some of the rain, because of course, this side of the thing only had maybe a foot of the tarp hanging down, and I mean the rain was like side blow. It was crazy. Oh my gosh, thunder, lightning. The dogs were like, ah! You know, the big chicken littles were. That would be Rusty, and then of course, you know, Molly has to follow suit because oh my God, Rusty's freaking out. I gotta freak out. I don't even know if I have a piece of paper anymore. I've used them all. Just to... Here. We'll use this just for a little gesturing. So we've got that. Then I decided, well, I have this left over. Uh-oh. This, and that would be pretty on there. And then it still goes with the paper, so that's what I'm doing. If you've followed any of that. But yeah, so whew, it was another. Now how, see, I can't measure for squat. I don't know how I didn't do that, but it does not matter. It is a corner tuck. Let's see, what do I want here? How far do I want it? Looks like maybe 3/4 is too much. Let's go 7/8 again. So yeah, I mean, you know, the power fluttering. I had to get all my little candles and everything ready for the uh-ohs. But we did not lose power, thank God. I had filled my waters up and all that good stuff. I think I'm going to glue. I know, do I want another pocket? That's my problem. A tuck spot. You know, and I think I'm going to say no. Alright, so. But, and I'm going to have to get the other one out, because there's not going to be enough to do for this. But we're just going to punch and yak. But, yeah, so we made it through the night. Lots of praying for the, oh Lord, keep the roofs on, no new leaks. I mean, you know, all that stuff. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's a forever, never-ending story when it comes to rain, that you got to do all that praying, because it gets serious out there. So, but yeah. So I got up this morning, you know, had to go look around. I don't see any trees down, didn't hear any booms. So I think we did good, and went out there. The chicken thing is still upright. All, you know, the beams and everything are still there. The tarp's still, ouch, on the you know, still standing and still attached, and and so, you know, I opened up the little gate thing, and you know, they all came running out. And started doing their little, you know, it's so cute. Their little scratching board where they go to town. But yeah, had fun. We had fun at the kid birthday party. They it was done at a, I thought it was just a bowling thing. No, it's more of an arcade-ish type thing. I don't know if any of you guys know familiar with Dave and Buster's or Jillian's. That's a Texas thing. They do have a Dave and Buster's in Nashville, but it's kind of like that. And, but, you know, not as big and not as many games, but they did, I mean, they had like, you know, I guess a quarter size skating rink area. So, and nobody knew how to roller skate. Whew, it was, you know. And then the people that worked there wouldn't tighten the wheels, because, oh, we don't know how to do that. And I'm like, all you need is an Allen wrench. I mean, a little socket wrench thing, and that's how they used to do it, you know, when we were little, that you tighten the wheels. That way they don't spin so easy, and it helps you learn how to get your balance and scoot. And then once you get comfortable with that, then you bring them back to the little people, and they loosen your wheels, and then you just, you know, go roll, roll, roll. But no, they didn't. So anyway. So they did that for a little while, because they didn't have the party room until, because it started at 11:30. They didn't have the party room until 1:30, so they had to, excuse me, you know, do things to occupy themselves. So they did that for a little bit. Then they did laser tag, which I didn't participate in any. But then we ended up losing a kid. And so, you know, so now we're looking for, I don't even know what the kid's name is. But because there's just too many kids there, and you know, Maria's, you know, staying with all of them when they're doing their things, and some of the mamas just wandered off. But they all brought like brothers and sisters, and you know, Maria was like, I wasn't expecting that. She says the year before last, because they just dropped their kids off and left, and so you know, this year the parents stayed. And the kids were there, so she had to end up ordering more pizzas and all that good stuff, because there was more people than she planned on based on the last birthday. But anyway, so they did the laser tag. Well, by the time they were done with laser tag, oh, and then they did that big old bouncy thing where you bungee bounce, where you get put in this harness and you get to jump. Anyway, so then by then it was, oh, and then they did these little bumper car things, but there was only like 7 out of 8 that was working. But again, the place, I mean, it was too small. You didn't really have room. You couldn't get around, and some of the cars wouldn't go forward. They'd only go backwards. And anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I need one more. But you know, the kids seemed to have fun, and that's all that matters. And but you know, they have like the whole one side of the building is bowling alley, and so they had a bunch of people over there doing bowling, and then they have another little section with, I don't know, probably 8 lanes at the bar. It is like, you know, drinking bowling, so you can, you know, drink and bowl. And they were supposed to bowl, but by the time, you know, they did the party and, you know, everything else, everybody was tired and was ready to go home, so they didn't do any bowling. And then, you know, Maria was like, well, hey, why don't we all go bowling? And, because, oh, the kids want to go back roller skating. And, you know, they were bound and determined to learn. But, whew, a lot of them ended up giving up because they fell way too many times. They need to have, like, a railing around there at a child's height so they can, you know, hold on to go around the little place. But anyway, that's, you know, neither here nor there. So, but like I said, they had fun, and that's all that mattered. But whew, so yeah. So I guess, you know, like I said, it started 11:30, 1:30 is party, 2:30. So I think we all, and everybody started leaving at 3:30. You know, you'd have had enough, because by now the little kids, the 2-year-olds are whining, and people are kind of getting on each other's nerves for you know, because you know how you get too many girls together. You know, one wants to just be there, you know, be your only friend, and then, you know, you got to spread your time between 7 other people, and feelings get hurt. So anyway, oh, it's like that every time. Oh, but, and then Valentina doesn't like cake, so she's into cheesecake. So they brought cheesecake this time, which was really good. But yeah, it was really nice. It was They definitely have a system for all the parties that they have. You don't get individual rooms. You have to share this big room, and you get this long table. But yeah, it was good. So, like I said, long drive, but and like I said, I am just going to go ahead and attach this to it. Just because, I'm being lazy. Well, I should have, cut it a little longer. Like 1 inch instead of the 7/8, but this is fine. And then we'll give it a hot minute to dry. And we'll trim it in a minute. Oh, yeah. I hadn't seen Brian in, oh my lord, I don't even know how many years. Because he just doesn't, venture out much. And so whenever I, go visit, I'm always visiting Maria. Or I'm seeing her at Walmart where she works. After I go eat Chick-fil-A, I always go visit Maria. So anyway, and I just push a shopping cart alongside of her while she's working so she doesn't get in trouble, And I do gather a few things, so it looks like I'm really shopping. Because there are some things that you can't get at ours that you get at the real city. So. Oh man. I know I got my drill on charge because, it's battery operated drill. And I found the other drill. So I run an extension cord out there. Well, I need the extension cord for the saw, the little mini trim saw that I have, circular. But it's so much easier than taking the drill bit out, putting the other drill, the whole drilling bit in there, and then taking it out and putting the other one in there. So it is a lot easier. But I wish I had 2 long extension cords. I'm sure we have it. Where? I don't know. Just like these clamps that I ordered on Amazon because I need helping hands. I know we have some because I have seen them. Because they've driven me crazy because I've seen them hanging here and hanging. I can't find them for nothing. I've looked. I don't know where the heck I saw them, and I don't know what year I saw them. So, oh man. But yep. And I am going to get a crowbar and jack up, pull up one side because it is way too off. At first I was like, it doesn't matter, but it bothers me, so I've got to do it. I know I got to see where those dots are. But man, yesterday, because I worked out there all day. Yesterday morning, got up, was out there at 9, worked in the sun, because, the storms came at 3, and boy, by God, they did. And I was able, to get some stuff done. It takes me forever, I'm telling you. Because I'm just trying to sure up places and, areas and, anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. Transparent. I should have, and then I almost thought, like, well, let me just take all these damn screws out and start all over. I'm like, no, just keep on. Just keep adding. It'll be all right. Oh, my gosh, but it's driving me nuts. And then I'm out there. All you needed to do is just, stack 4 cotton picking pallets together, and 2 on top of each other. That's all you needed. But no, had to be out there. Had to make something big and huge. I know. So, anybody who's listening got to hear me rant and rave because I'm like, oh my God, it just takes forever. All right. So, oh hey, here's a piece, a real one. So it's gonna go on there like this. I mean, it's just scraps. I didn't want to waste any. And then we're going to take and put our flower on here. So you will have a tuck pocket back there and a little tuck spot there. Just for quick and easy. I know. I was going to do something else, but I changed my mind. Because I do like that. Just for something simple. I know. That's fine. So, I'm glad I found my paper. So let's put him on here. So it can be a tuck spot. Now let me grab something little. And make sure. Yep. Alright. So I'm just going to put those on all on here. But man, I haven't driven that direction in a long time. The houses and townhouses and apartments and golly, the stuff that they've put up, put there since six months or so ago. It's crazy. Doesn't take long for them to build a new world. Good grief. I know now that I saw that gold splatter on there, I might have to put some gold splatters on there. And then my girlfriend Missy in Houston had texted me and said that they went to some automotive place. They were getting something for Alan that in our old building that we used to be in. And she said that they got there. She's like, I've been here before. This just looks so familiar. I mean, it's changed a little bit because they have built up around it. But she's like, oh, this is where C&S used to be. And so they went in there and got whatever parts, whatever thing custom Alan had made. And at this this custom dealership thing, I don't know, whatever. Because he has to have a lot of things fabricated because he's paralyzed on the right side. Ouch! And so they have to, always have to get a lot of extra things for him so he can drive, their cars and boats and stuff. And she's like, yeah, she goes, the people, she's like, yeah, I told him, she goes, yeah, she goes, my girlfriend used to have a shop in here and da-da-da-da, and they're like, well, who? And she told him, she goes, oh, yeah, she said, they knew you, and, I mean, remembered you, they knew John, and knew he had, she's like, well, he passed away, and they're like, yeah, and I'm like, I can't remember them for the life of me, so, I had to go try to Facebook to Google who they were, and I'm like, I don't even know. Because she's like, yeah, his wife, knew you, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't have no idea, because we didn't tinker in that stuff. So anyway, so I, sent over the business stuff to Robert, my son, and said, do you know these people? Because I mean, they knew way too much, and he's like, no. He says, but since they know everybody, he says, I'll be bringing my cards around. To see if there's something that we can't, do for them, because where he works, they do custom lifts and stuff like that. And, but yeah, but it was a little odd. Missy's like, it was a little strange. And I'm like, yeah, it is a little strange, because I don't remember who they are. So, I don't know. Oops, come on, there we go. Wow. I know this would probably look pretty if it was on, I don't know, like a book page, something with some writing on that wasn't so, whatever. I do want to splat some gold on there since I saw the gold. I know. Oh, well, that's too little. I did find my big paper, my splat paper. The fan had blown it down, so I had to go grab it. So I did. Oops. Speaking of fan, there you go. I know, I hope this is going to be alright. I'm going to have to chop this up and put them in the journal because it's fallish. Oh my gosh. All I know is I'm ready for fall. For real fall, not fake fall. I want the temperatures. I know I'm greedy. What can I say? Y'all know it. I know, let me scooch this so that it'll drip. There we go. Oop, that was a blob. But that's okay. Sometimes extra splats are just fine. Ooh, like extra sprinkles on your ice cream, huh? Mmm. Alright, I think he needs a little bit more. Alright, I'll leave it alone. But, dun-dun-dun-dun. I definitely like how they turned out. Like I said, that one, and then this one. Ooh, I don't want to get it wet. There. I'll use my rag. Because I'm just going to... Oh, Lord, I thought I had splatters all over me, but it was little punch-outs from... Because I have navy pants on. I was like, no! But it wasn't. Okay, so... I guess we can use this piece of paper for an example. It won't hurt it too awful bad. Alright. So we mass made a bunch of corner tucks. I'm just trying to get it so I can put our paper down so you can kind of see it on one. There. Maybe not. Well, turtle doves. There, you can see that now. I know that's a hot mess, but... Oh, you can't even see this. My gosh, Candace. I tell you. I'm trying. Okay, well, there we go. I'm going to leave it alone now. Okay, so we've made 6 corner tucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 6 corner tucks. And, well, double tucks because you got to tuck behind there. And then that one I made differently with some different flowers or anything, so it has with the tag up top to the side, and then just different papers. So there's an extra part. So I will see y'all in the next video. I know I'm late, but I'm going to go ahead and post it. So I will see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing some of your time with me. Thanks for having, sharing your day with me. I know, I'm actually hungry. Got past lunch again. So I will see y'all on the next one. Lots of kisses, lots of love. Y'all have a great day and blessed day. And, I know. I hope I get through all these storms. All right. Bye, guys.